Check, check. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Game 2 here of the doubleheader between Bethany College Swedes and Highland Community College Scotties. Starting Game 1, and here is Justin Rishik, and he sends Alec Larrera down on strikes. Now batting number 6, Avery Elkins. Avery Elkins now coming to the plate. Starting Game 2 today is Justin Rishik, and he's already struck out the first batter. Avery Elkins now goes down on strikes. Now batting number 32, Stanton Turley. Stanton Turley now played Game 1 and as a catcher. Now he plays Game 2 at first base. Rishik so far doing a great job. He's doing about the same job as Noah Robertson did, setting the first two batters down on strikes. And here's Stanton Turley, hard ground ball to Keyshawn Ballard at shortstop, and he throws on to first for the easy out. Swedes set down in order, 1, 2, 3. We go into the bottom of the first here shortly. Leading off for the Scotties today will be, or not today, for Game 2 will be Jordan Henning, followed by Josue Ortiz in right field, and then Keyshawn Ballard at shortstop, batting cleanup. Playing first is Mason Nagel. Batting fifth and DHing is David Robbins. Batting sixth and playing third is Dalton Burt, batting seventh. And here's Jordan Henning going to see Gage Harmon's pitch. And that one's high and outside for ball one. And that one lined hard right to the first baseman. Now batting number 7, Josue Ortiz. Now batting is Josue Ortiz, who had a great first game. One, two, the count for Josue Ortiz right now. Three, two, the count to Josue. I'm sorry, kind of lagging here. I'm trying to get everything else started. We weren't able to get lineup cards till late from the coaches, and just before the game started. So we're going. Josue hits a ground ball right up the middle, past the pitcher, and on into the outfield. So there's the Scotties' first hit. Now batting number 6, Keyshawn Ballard. And Keyshawn hits that to the third baseman. Third baseman goes to second, and this throw goes high and looks to be out of place. So Keyshawn will take second on the air from the second baseman, who throws it over the first baseman's head. Josue is out. Now batting number 12, Mason Nagel. Mason Nagel stands in the box after the catcher goes out to have a confrontation with his pitcher, Gage Harmon. And hard hit ball into the outfield. Right, Keyshawn will come around to score. My bad, on a soft throw to the catcher. So the Skies will take a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. Now batting number 25, David Robbins. And David Robbins takes low. And umpire calling for a balk as Gage drops the ball. And Mason Nagel will take second easily. Check, check. Okay. I was told I was muted. Here we are with Dalton Burt. Counts 2-0. Runners on second and first. Here in the bottom of the first, Scotties have already scored 1 run, 2 outs here. Dalton Burt had kind of a game he want to rebound from after the first one. And what better way to start off with a 2-0 count, get a base hit here, and score a runner in scoring position. But this one's popped up and foul Terry to the first baseman, and that will record the set down the side. But now before the Scotties take a 1-0 lead, we will go into the top of the second. Scotties up 1-0. Here we are in the top of the second. Blake Guyan is leading off with Justin Rishik pitching, who played center field last game. Now starts the game off for pitching. Had a very good first inning with 2 strikeouts and starts this one off good with a swing and a miss. This is Justin Rishik's first appearance this season pitching. Seen him pitch before though in scrimmages and other scrimmages, and now this one is popped up but outside foul. I want to see what's going to happen here because I did talk about how the unwritten rule of baseball is you don't let a pitcher catch the ball, but you have a center fielder / pitcher out there as a pitcher. So if there's a pop up on the infield, I want to see if Justin will go after it. And that one bounces in front of the plate. New catcher in for the Skies is now Tanner Williams. Didn't make an appearance last game, but here he is starting at catcher here. The one who did Connor Feeney last game, who started catcher, will not be in the lineup starting this one. We got a couple familiar faces, though, for the Scotties. Then we got Jordan Henning, Josue Ortiz, Keyshawn Ballard, Mason Nagel, Dalton Burt, and Justin Rishik. Easy throw there onto first, records the first out. Now batting number 12, Brandon Peters. Brandon Peters now steps up to the plate. Don't remember much of him from first game, if not at all. Actually, yeah, he did play the last game and is cut on and missed for the first pitch. Rishik looking pretty good so far. Hasn't allowed a hit. Hopefully I didn't jinx him there as I did last time with Connor Feeney. And there's strike 2 right over the outside. 0-2 count now for Peters. Pitch. Trying to bait him into biting out there, but Peters lays it off. Now 1-2. When you're up in the count 0-2 as a pitcher, you can almost throw any single pitch that you can try to get the batter swinging. That was probably Justin's pitch, and this one low and in the dirt. Peters thought about it, checked it, and now runs the count even to 2-2. That pitch also low and in the dirt. Tanner Williams still unable to get control of that one. Count now runs full, 3-2. One out here in the top of the second. And we have a guest appearance from ladies head basketball coach, BJ. Haven't gotten to check the score today. How'd your ladies do today?
Squeezed it out.
Ladies squeezed it out. Still perfect season running so far. And that pitch swung on and missed and tagged out. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. So we looking at a conference championship for this year? We clinched it today. So the Highland Scotties, the women's Scotties, will be 2017 to 2018 conference champions, which eluded us last year, which we were that close to. But how's it feel now to be conference champions?
Gotta win the next one.
Gotta win the next one. You're right. And that one's popped up on the infield, as I called it. Risha going after it near the fence, and that one not even near the fence, bounced in foul territory. But count 1-1. Number 25, Brooks Garrettson up. He was in last game. One of the 2 Burks in the game, Brooks Garrettson, and following him is Brooks Dubois, or Dubois, whatever it is. As my friend Corey Orasco running the live stream today, and Dylan Arnett running live stats too. I'm Jarrett Golan here with the play-by-play. Cut on and missed for strike 2. Count now 1-2. What was the final score today's game, Coach?
107-41, I believe.
107-41, and you say squeeze it out. Is that what's called squeezing out in your terms?
If they hit 23 threes in the last 2 minutes, we'd have been in trouble.
Oof. 23 threes in the last 2 minutes. It sounds like it could happen. As strike 3 has come on from Brooks Garrison, that will set down the side for the Swedes. Scotties still lead 0-1 as we head into the bottom of the second. Getting off the inning for the Skies is number 16, Tanner Williams, playing catcher in the second game. Looks at ball 1, low and in the dirt. Tanner Williams looking on for pitch number 2. Tanner Williams has only played in one other game this year, has had 3 at-bats and 2 hits. One of those hits was a triple with 3 RBIs, batting .667. Third pitch, and swung on and hit deep. Left fielder going back to the fence, looking up, still looking up, and runs to the fence, and that one is gone. A leadoff home run here in the bottom of the second by Tanner Williams. Kind of golf swing that one, dug it out of the dirt and sent it way out there in the left field. Hope it didn't hit one of the cars parked out there right behind the fence. Now batting for the Scotties, number 26, Jerry Alcantara. Now batting for the Scotties. Embarrassing voice crack there. Jerry Alcantara, one of the Puerto Ricans on the team, looks at ball 1 high. Jerry didn't get to see any action in the first game, but here he is in his second game of the season. With first game, he had 3 at bats with 1 hit, had an RBI and a stolen base, batting .333 already to start the season. Lays down a bunt which goes off foul. Count now goes 1-1. So interesting fact about Jerry is that he got his first hit of the season on his birthday. Is that true, or am I just getting my leg pulled? It's true, as my colleagues here give me some fun facts and some little info to add on to it. Jerry's third pitch, swung and a miss. That was a little low. Drops him to a knee there at the end. So, Coach, what's better, basketball or baseball? I know you coach one, but
What's better for what?
what's better for a nice day off?
Well, it depends on the weather.
It depends on the weather. So is today a good day to watch baseball?
Today's a good day to come out and watch a little baseball.
Today is a good day to watch some baseball. It's one of the nicest days we've had so far here in Highland. About mid-50s, which
Now, yesterday would have been a good day to be at the basketball game.
yesterday would have been a good day to be at the basketball game. Low 30s and kind of teens towards the sunrise and sunset. Jerry Alcantara works a full count, but it's kind of a roller coaster ride with the weather up here in Highland. Always windy, though. You can always count on the wind to be there. We got a good wind today from out of the
It's not too windy.
not too windy, but a nice soft wind out of the northwest, going to help push the balls out to beyond the fence. As the Skies have now hit the 4th home run of the day, 3 in the first game, and there might be a 5th one. That one is deep and out at the fence, and the left fielder had it in his glove, dropped it. Jerry on his way to third base, cut off, and he won't be there. And the left fielder flat out ran into the fence, and he's down kind of wincing with his glove out there. I don't know if he's showing more emotion to running into the fence or dropping that ball. Now batting number 21, Granger, or not, my bad. Now batting Shane Jolette. Oops. Again, you got to forgive me. My first day here doing the PA. I thought I did pretty good on the first game, but not with that one. Funny, ha-ha. Got to laugh it off if you can make fun of yourself. I think you're okay. Laughing about me and not laughing at me. Gotcha. Shane Drillette lays off the pitch down low and away outside. So really recovered there. Even announced my mistake on the PA. But first game here at Highland, first game of the season, you're always going to have some mistakes. That pitch high, 2-0, the count to Shane Drillette. Shane didn't have any action in the first game, but here he is starting for second base in place of Adam Miner. After this, we will head to the top of the order again with Jordan Henning. Scotty is able to put one more, have another run scored here, and then we also got a runner on third with no outs here as Shane Drolette looks at strike one, 2-1 the count. No outs, runner on third, Jerry Alcantara, after smoking one out into left field, looked like it could be gone until the left fielder had it in his glove and fouled right back here. Count now runs to 2-2. Gage Harmon getting the sign, comes set, delivers, fouled straight back again. So Shane Drolette's on it, fouling it straight back, just needs to get on top of it a little bit more. Drolet, Shane, not Shane Drolette, Shane Drolet. Man, they really need to run this pronunciations by me before the game starts. And cut on and miss for strike three. That will send down Shane Drolet. Now batting number 23, Jordan Henning. Jordan Henning now playing center field in place of Justin Rishek, who is starting the game at pitcher. Henning with Jerry Alcantara at third base with one out here in the inning still. Gage Harmon comes set. Now the pitch. Fastball kind of right down Broadway. Jordan Henning with a big cut and a miss. Down the count 0-1 here. Josue Ortiz waiting on deck. Harmon comes set. Now the pitch. That bounces to the catcher. Gets away a little bit, but no movement from Jerry as he only moves backwards. 1-1 the count now with one out here in the inning. That pitch outside. As you look on, you can see the flag out there, our proud colors of the United States out there flying from blowing northwest, but at half-mast today, in respect to the shooting down in Florida, after 17 students and faculty of Florida High School were taken shortly and not any way you'd want to. Show the respect of all those lost there. As Henning pulls that one foul down the line, 2-2 count. Flags here will be flying at half-mast on until Sunday in respect of those who lost their lives. Definitely not something you want to hear about in the news is a school shooting, which our hearts are dear to the children of those of here, and just a horrible thing you want to hear about somebody shooting up a school. It's sad and it just kind of makes you stop and think. That pitch fouled off, and now Henning's still fighting here. Count's still full. Jerry's still hanging out at third base. Scotty's still trying to hit him in and up their score. Umpire needs some more baseballs as Henning has almost fouled his sack full, or sack empty. And chasing, that one's in the dirt. Henning will go. Check at Jerry at third. Throw gets him, and there are two down now. Now batting number 7, Josue Ortiz. At least I'm not pronouncing Josue's name wrong. Yet. I could mistakenly look down at it and read it as how it is with a J, Josue or something, but Sky's still looking in to get Jerry Alcantara, who's still at third. And Josue fights that one, or fouls that one off to the left side. Josue had a big rip in last game. One of the 4 home runs of the Scotties today. Four home runs hitting by the Scotties today. 18 runs scored last game, 2 today. And curveball did not curve and back into the strike zone. That stayed outside. 1-1 now the count. Just a bit outside. Man, I don't know how batters can lay off pitches this close. And that one low and in the dirt. Almost at the toes of Josue. 2-1 the count. 2 down here in the bottom second. Going to be another 7-inning game here. At curveball, not able to find its way back into the strike zone. Now 3-1 the count to Josue. Keyshawn Ballard waiting in the on-deck circle. Or not really the on-deck circle, but the on-deck path leading into the batter's box. That one called strike on the outside half. Now runs the count full, 3-2. Scotties led off the inning with a solo home run from Tanner Williams. Scotties look to go back-to-back until Jerry Alcantara's ball landed just short. And that one cut on and missed, but still lands in the catcher's glove. So they leave one man stranded at third. We go into the top of the third. Scotties lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning here for the Swedes as we go into the top of the third. And as somebody announces from the dugout, it's Dubois. So I have been wrong this whole entire day. Strike one called here for Dubois. Brooks playing left field today in game 2. Looks on at ball 1. Evens the count 1-1 as Rishik still stays in to pitch. Rishik starting the game off very well, making hitters miss, getting outs, and not allowing runs. And started off the game has been kind of slow for the Scotties. I mean, can't really say it's slow when you've scored a run in each inning so far, but only 2-0 lead. Strike 3 called at the knees, so Rishik gets another K. Now batting number 22, Connor Dunaway. Connor Dunaway steps in. He took part in the last game for the Swedes. Coach Alex Cox shows his praise for Justin Rishik. Ground ball to third base. Snagged. Throw on to Nagel, and he is out. 2 outs here. Dalton Burt with the assist. Credit Dalton Burt with the assist. And there are 2 outs here for Justin Rishik. Now batting number 21, Granger Rhoda. Rada, 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 rada is what is being yelled. Strike one called on the outside half. Ball one now. 1-1 the count. 2 down here. Top of the third. Justin Reshik looking very, very good to start the game. And that one, where'd that one miss? That one looked right at the knees and over the plate. But ball to the umpire. 2-1 the count. And that one I will actually say missed. That was low and away. But the last pitch was much, much closer, and I thought was able to be a strike. 3-1 the count to Rada. That one's low and away, and Justin Reshik allows ball 4. Now batting number 8, Alec Lorera. So Reshik allows his first man to get on base as he set down 8 perfectly, but ball 4 to the number 9 hole and back to the top of the inning. Alec Lorera, who struck out his first time up, called strike on the outside corner. That one hit right up the middle. Reshik knocks it down. They're out at first as Reshik throws on, and only one base runner here so far for the Swedes as the number 9 man, Granger Rada, reaches on base with a walk, but that will set down the Swedes. 2-0 still the Scotties. As we head into the bottom of the third, leading off the inning with shortstop number 6, Keyshawn Ballard. Had a very, very long ball. First pitch he saw, he turned on it, sent it out over the left field fence for his second home run of the season. 4 games, 14 at-bats. Probably update the stats now. And a big hack and a miss at a ball real up high. Should have been ball 2. 1-1 the count. Harmon, the next pitch, swung on and missed again by Keyshawn of one low and away. Actually, umpire says it was foul tipped. One and two, now the count. That one hit deep and gone for Keyshawn Ballard's second home run of the day, third home run of the season, and on a ball he just absolutely smoked over the left field fence. Man. Oh, man. Now batting number 12, Mason Nagel. Mason Nagel now up to bat after a long ball by Keyshawn Ballard, and the Scotties have now scored a run in 3 straight innings here in Game 2. Every single inning so far they've taken place in. Another solo home, two innings in a row they've hit a solo home run. And now another guy that can easily send one over the fence is Mason Nagel. He can also join that party of 2 home runs in one day. 1-0 the count. Harmon, curveball left way up high. Strike one called. 2-1 the count to Nagel. Harmon's pitch is fouled straight back, so Nagel's on it. His timing's on, but just needs to get more of it, put it out there to play, and get more base runners on. Due up next after Mason Nagel's David Robbins. Nagel cut down on strikes as he was going after one low and in the dirt.
Hey.
Now batting number 25, David Robbins.
Hey, get your numbers up. I had to get my numbers up. Now I got it like they gave it.
David Robbins seeing his first action of the day. What I meant was, he was not in Game 1, but he's in Game 2 here. First pitch, as he sees, almost skimmed his jersey, but in for ball 1. Now he fouls off the next pitch for strike 1. 1-1 the count. 1 out here. I've never seen so many ones on that scoreboard out there. The Scotties have scored 1 run in each of the third innings. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Next pitch, curveball, doesn't even make it to the catcher as it bounces in the other batter's box. Wonder if the home plate can be seen. It's kind of covered up in dirt right now. 2-1. Robbins steps back in. Next pitch. Fouled off Robbins' ankle. Take a little walk around, walk it off there. David Robbins, freshman from Sarasota, Florida. Outfielder, right, big kid, 6'5", 210 pounds. I imagine he's got some power to his swing. Doesn't go after that one, leaves that one up high. Counts now full, 3-2. And that one's fouled straight back. Robbins still fighting, staying alive. Counts full, 3-2. Umpire needs some more balls. Want to thank all you viewers today, whether you're watching as a Highland Scotty fan, Highland Scotty alum, or cheering on your kids that are Scotties now. Thank you all for watching this coverage of Scotty baseball on the Scotty Sports Network. And Robbins takes that ball low and in the dirt for ball 4. Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Dalton Burt. Burt and Robbins looking on to head coach Doolin to get the signs down. Burt steps into the plate. Dalton Burt, a freshman from Wiley, Texas. Third baseman, bats right, throws right, 5'11", 180. Down in the count, 0-1 right now. Plenty of action going on today here in Highland as we talk to head women's basketball coach, Coach B.J. Smith, whose Lady Scotties are running with a perfect record right now. I want to say it's close to 30-0, and number 3 ranked in the country. The men's basketball team also going on. They sound like they were handling the Heston Cardinals, as they've already beat them at their place previously in this season and now hosting them today. And hit and run was on. Robbins moves up to second. Burt takes a strike at a ball he could not even get close to. Kind of the price of going with a hit and run is you always got to swing and try to make contact. If Burt would have made contact there, I bet he would have poked it through that hole on the right side, which that's what the hit and run does, is it sends the runner on first running, brings the second baseman over, and just opens up a ginormous gap in the right side. And that was almost the perfect pitch to go, just too far outside. As this Gage Harmon's pitch bounces to the plate. 2-2 now the count. If that was a little more close to the plate, Burt probably would have sent that out there, and Robbins would have had a head start, and he probably could have advanced to third. Then we'd have runners at the corner for Tanner Williams, who in the second inning sent a solo shot out to left. So all Scotty Athletics, Scotty Baseball, and both women's and men's basketball looking to get 4 wins here in total today. Women already got 1. Scotty Baseball already got 1. Don't know if men's is still going on. I would imagine so. But the last I heard, they were winning, and Burt sends this one out into center field. Coming on as a center fielder and can't make the catch as that one drops right in front of his glove, but he's able to keep it in front of him and hold Burt to just a single and allow Robbins to just move up to 1. Now batting number 16, Tanner Williams. Number 16, Tanner Williams stepping in. Solo home run to him already. Runners at the corner here, 1 out here. Bottom of the third, Scotties have already scored 1 off a Keyshawn Ballard solo shot. But they keep continuing. This ball's low and in the dirt. Dalton Burt heading to second. He's safe. The throw home. And a bad throw, but still able to snag it is the catcher and tags out Williams, or Robbins, my bad, Robbins, coming home and didn't even slide, didn't do nothing, got tagged on the shoulder, so there are 2 outs now. Usually when you pull off a double steal like that, you are running as soon as the catcher throws it, and Robbins didn't even take off there, kind of hesitated. So Dalton Burt gets in with the stolen base, but Robbins is tagged out trying to go home. Still action at Tanner Williams, ahead in the count 1-0. Curveball starts high, drops in there at the low outside corner. 1-1 now, the count even. Tanner Williams now was cut short on his bio. He's from Lansing, Kansas, catcher and outfielder. Bats right, throws right, 6'1", 210. Leaves the pitch outside. Jumps back ahead, 2-1 the count. Runner scoring position, 2 outs. Scotties trying to get more than just 1 run scored here in their bottom half of the innings. 1 run in the bottom of the first, 1 run in the bottom of the second, and only 1 run here in the bottom of the third. And this pitch gets past the catcher, and that will move up Dalton Burt to third. So an extra 90 feet. All Tanner Williams needs to do is make contact and reach first base, and he will have an RBI. 3-0 lead here. Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Ball up high, so Williams will reach first base. Now batting the left fielder, number 26, Jerry Alcantara. Jerry Alcantara, like Josue Ortiz, wears the little Puerto Rican sleeve on his right arm there. Represents his colors nicely. That pitch left up high. Jerry's last at bat. Would you mark it down as an error or a base hit? That was a base hit. So Jerry with a long, hard hit triple, which maybe just a little low, maybe more on a line drive and not much of a loft, would have had his home run. As he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Scotties with 2 outs here, trying to work that 2-out magic here. But back-to-back was moonshots for that left fielder. The first one he couldn't get, but that second one from Jerry Alcantara, he about had it, but flat out ran into the fence. That one chopped foul. Coach Doolin acted like he would get it, but waves off. So Jerry down in the count 1-2. That pitch low and away for ball 2, so Jerry's still surviving here. 2-2 the count. Runners at first and third. Dalton Burt at third. Tanner Williams at first. Shane Drolet on deck waiting for the result after this at bat. Hopefully Jerry can get on base here and continue the inning. Next pitch. Trying to frame it against the catcher as he tries to bring it back over the plate, but that's outside. Works the count full. Williams will be off and running on this pitch. Jerry surviving. That one popped up, back, out. Scotty's been able to fight off a lot of these close pitches, extend the at-bat, make the force Gage Harmon to use up a lot of pitches. As Harmon is already at 78, going on 79 pitches here, and he hasn't even completed 3 innings. About a little over half of those have been strikes. Next pitch, and he lifted high up into the air in center field. Center field trying to get a read on it. No, and he has it for the 3rd out. So that will end the Scotties inning as they add another run to their 2-0 lead. Scotties able to score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and leave 2 on base. We will head to the top of the 4th here. Scotties up 3-0. Avery Elkins leads off the top of the 4th for the Swedes, playing shortstop today. Had action in the first game. And swings on the first pitch here. Cutter by Rishik, fielded by the second baseman, thrown on to Nagel. And that's out number 1. So very quick out here. Now batting number 32, Stanton Turley. Stanton Turley now on for the Swedes. Playing first base in this game. Played catcher last game. First pitch by Rishik, called strike. Rishik, after completing 3 1/3 inning, he's only thrown 38 pitches, 25 of those for strikes. So a very, very good start for him. And Turley trying to hold back his swing, but not able to, and he falls down the count 0-2. Rishik ahead in the count, 0-2. What are you going to throw here? You got almost anything you can throw at him. Now the pitch. Very close on the outside corner. Needed to be a little more inside to catch it, and that would have been strike 3. Nice eye by Turley there. 1-2. The pitch. Just off there. That was a little too low. Good spot there, though. 2-2 the count. Strike 3 called at the outside low corner at the knees. Now batting number 14, Blake Guyanis. Blake Guyanis steps in, fouls one straight back. Falls it down in the count, 0-1. And that one pulled down the line and not able to make the catch was Mason Nagel as it was in his glove and it popped right out. A nice play by Dalton Burt. Justin Rishik thought he had it, but not quite enough. Now batting number 12, Brandon Peters. And that would have been a nice play, but that is, I would chalk that down as an error, right? But Rishik has gone 3 2/3 innings so far, 6 strikeouts. And we will have a new runner here, number 9. Number 9, Cody Kingsley, infielder, outfielder. 5'7", 155 freshman, will be a pinch runner here for Blake Guyanis. So here's Brandon Peters now at the plate. Called ball, back in time, and a close play by Tanner Williams with a good throw there. Cody Kingsley able to see it though. But back to Rishik, he's thrown 3 2/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk, and 1 error by the Highland just now, which was a very, very tough play. Dalton Burt had to make a play, was in foul territory, had to just let it loose, had a good throw. Nagel had it in his glove and it just popped out. Would have been a nice play, very nice play, and would have ended the inning. Rishik now tied here with Peters, 1-1 the count, the pitch. And Williams not able to get a hold of it, and Kingsley will go to second. Looked like it crossed him up a little bit, or Rishik might have missed a spot. Williams was kind of on the inside part of the plate, and that one missed outside. So Kingsley moves up to second. Swedes now have a runner in scoring position. Peters can get a hold of one. They can trim the Scotty lead down to 2. But with the way Rishik's been playing, I hope the Skies will be able to hold that 3-0 lead. Knock on wood. And that cutter had some late movement, and Peters is able to foul it off, but Rishik is now back to even. Rishik and Peters now back even, 2-2. Cutter stayed up high. Peters' last at bat against Rishik, he struck out. And it looks like basketball is over as we see a bunch of cars leaving the Ben Allen Fieldhouse here in Highland, on the campus of Highland. And strike 3 for Peters, and Peters will give up his spot, and now in the top of the 4th inning, Scotties still lead 3-0. Shane Drolet leads off the inning for the Scotties and sends a long foul ball off to the left side. So we have vehicles on the move now and behind the outfield. I've been wanting to put signs up out there, been saying some ideas like be aware of oncoming balls. But I'm sure you kind of know that when you're driving by a ball field. Shane Drolet leads off the inning for the Scotties, playing second base. Over 1 today with a strikeout. Gets his second at bat, even in the count 1-1. Big 12-6 curveball, doesn't drop in time though. Haven't seen that one from Gage Harmon, or maybe we have and it hasn't had that much break. Two-one to Drolet. Fastball. He fouls it off to the right, back and out of play, off to the right side. Count now even, 2-2. Gage Harmon has completed 3 innings today, allowed 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. 2 home runs to his credit as well. That one fouled off in the dirt. Drolet still staying alive. Umpire needs 4 more balls from the Scotty dugout. The 2-2. Not the liking of the umpire, and that now the count goes to full, 3-2. What the Scotties have been able to do today, work the count in their favor. And the line drive over the head, and that might get into the gap. Maybe not. Drolet going to second base. The throw, not in time, and second baseman can't handle it as it moves past him. The catcher able to hand it, so Shane Drolet in there with the leadoff double for the Scotties. Now batting number 23, Jordan Henning. Signal given in from Doolin. Leadoff double here for the Scotties. Gage Harmon now 86 pitches. Working the dugout, and that pitch goes low and away and past the catcher. Granger Rada. Henning leading off today. In this game, he is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Needs to make contact here, and the Skies will have a 4th consecutive inning scoring at least one run. Drolet at third takes his lead. The 1-0 called a strike on the inside corner. Maybe in half an inch and more inside, that might have been called a ball, but that one was close. Called a strike though. 1-1 now from Harmon. That one bounces to the plate. Okay. Rada keeps it in front of him. 2-1 now to Henning. Jordan Henning, a redshirt sophomore transfer from Spring Hill, Kansas, right down the road from where I'm from. Three-one the count. Henning looking to make contact or possibly get on base and put runners at the corners for Josue Ortiz. That curveball doesn't break into the strike zone, so Henning has a walk. Now batting number 7, Josue Ortiz.
Rafi got him material line. Rafi got the girls material line.
Visitation to the mound here for the Swedes. Gage Harmon at 91 pitches right now. Just checking to see if his pitcher's arm probably is still there. Runners at the corners, no outs here for bottom of the 4 for the Scotties. Josue Ortiz, one of the home run hitters of today. That pitch gets past. Drolet thought about going, doesn't go, and that pitch, if Drolet was paying attention, now here goes Henning, who gets under the tag, but that was a lot of miscommunication there. Pass ball, and then a catcher threw the pitch ball back to the pitcher, got under him. If Drolet was looking, he probably could have scored there. And then the throw back to second, because Henning went too far and thought Drolet went. The throw went to second, and Henning just beat the throw back. Josue takes strike 1 now. 1-1 the count. Josue, just like Jerry Alcantara, wearing that Puerto Rican sleeve on the Puerto Rican gloves as well. Sporting those colors happily. Time called here by Josue. Runners at second and third. No outs here. 1-1 the count. Harmon close to 100 pitches and only three innings completed. And Josue able to poke that one into left field and past the third baseman. Coming in to score is Drolet and Henning, and Josue Ortiz is in with 2 RBI bag double. Now up the shortstop, number 6, Keyshawn Ballard. And that looks like to be the end for Gage Harmon, who the Scotties just were absolutely able to tear up. Only completing 3 innings before throwing 94 pitches. Now coming into pitch looks to be number 23, Dom Murray. A pitcher and outfielder, 5'11", 175 senior from Harrington, Kansas.
You know I'm fly like G-Foul. You riding in a pinto.
Dom Murray finishing his warm-up pitches. Keyshawn Ballard's waiting in the on deck. He will have Josue Ortiz at second. Still no outs here. The Scotties able to break just 1 run scored. Able to score runs in all 4 bottom half of the innings. 1 and from the first to the third. Now 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. and still going with no outs. Keyshawn Ballard here. And that pitch low and in the dirt. Catcher can't find it. And Murray goes back and gets it as the catcher, Rada, couldn't find it. So Keyshawn ahead in the count 1-0. He has 2 home runs on the day, 1 2-run homer in the first game, and then a solo shot in the second one. And every single time he's hit a home run, it's just been a vicious hack at the ball. And he has smoked it over the left field fence. Here it comes now. Big hack again. Not able to make contact there. Rada with a bounce pass to his pitcher, Murray. 1-1 the count. Murray comes set. The pitch low and away. Ball 2. Keyshawn leaves that pitch up high. 3-1 the count. Runner at third, Josue Ortiz, who had a 2 RBI double the last man up before pulling Gage Harmon and putting in Dom Murray. So that pitch is swung on and missed. Josue Ortiz comes in and scores because Rada couldn't handle it, but Keyshawn went. So that moves the count now full, 3-2, but the bases are empty. But a perfect opportunity here for Keyshawn Ballard to get himself a spot on those bases. Keyshawn 1 for 2 on today. And that one rolled hard through the middle and past the second baseman's glove. So Keyshawn fights him off, and then in there ends up with a single. Now batting number 12, Mason Nagel. So Mason Nagel comes in now. Quite an impressive day for Nagel. 1 for 2 today with an RBI. Struck out once, though. Don Murray comes set, checks Keyshawn. The pitch, low and in the dirt. Keyshawn takes off running, the throw down way offline and on into center field, and Keyshawn will advance to third. So now a runner at third here for the Scotties. No out still. Keyshawn reaching with just a small single up the middle, and now he advances all the way to third after one pitch. Nagel looking to drive him in. Ahead in the count, 1-0. The Skies have now have now scored 3 runs. They came in the inning with a 3-0 lead, and now have scored 3 runs in this inning. Nagel fouls that one back off the netting. 1-1 the count. Scotties looking to advance their winning streak to 4 games after this one. Started off 0-2 with 2 very cold and just games they would like to forget in Butler. The first game that they started, that one was not quite that impressive. Second one came on strong, still wasn't able enough, but 4 games in a row here against Bethany, and they have handled every single one quite handedly. Keyshawn at third. Mason Nagel at the plate now, ahead 2-1. And Murray will take a step off the bag, reset. Weather kind of getting a little chilly now. Sun's starting to set. Shadows coming up more. Kind of feel a little chilly in my hands, and my colleague here, Coy, wrapped in a blanket, Dylan in a beanie, and that one under Murray's legs, and Nagel has himself an RBI single.
Hey.
Now batting number 25, David Robbins. David Robbins now up to the bat. Robbins on the day. No official at bat as he has 2 walks, and that pitch gets past him, and Nagel will move on into second base. So Murray's control kind of not there right now. That pitch gets away from Rada, so runner in scoring position again for the Scotties, as David Robbins is ahead in the count 1-0. Next pitch, too much inside. 2-0. Robbins ahead. Robbins 0 for 0 on the day, 2 walks. No runs scored. Next pitch, this one's higher and more inside. 3-0. Murray's next pitch checks Nagel at second. Nobody's covering. Next pitch, that misses away. So Robbins is on with his 3rd walk of the day. Now batting the 3rd baseman, number 4, Dalton Burt. Burt checks a sign from Doolin. Dalton Burt runs at first and second. Robbins and Nagel. Murray's first pitch to him. Lays down a bunt, which goes perfectly. Murray comes over trying to cover. Throw is enough to get Burt, so the sacrifice works in his favor. Really close there. Now batting number 16, Tanner Williams. That pitch high and inside. Close to Tanner Williams' head. Tanner Williams was the first one of the home run party today. Or not today. This game didn't take place and didn't take part in the first game, but here he is in his first bat in game 2. Smoked one over the left field fence. And that one gets past. Here comes Nagel trying to score. Gets under the tag and he scores. Robbins also moves up to 3rd in the process. Williams moves up ahead in the count, 2-0. And the Scotties score their 5th run and only 1 out here. and that was Dalton Burt's sacrifice bunt to move Nagel and Robbins up one bag. So flawless inning here for the Scotties. Still looking to score more as they have Robbins at third and a man with power at the plate and ahead 2-0. That pitch, fastball, middle and high, fouled off by Williams straight back. So the timing's on. Just got to make good contact. 8-0 lead here for the Scotties. 2-1, 1 out. Jerry Alcantara waits on deck. Plenty of spectators here watching game 2. And that one is smoked back to the left field. The left fielder goes back and lands 5 feet in front of the fence. So Robbins wheeling for second. The throw in is cut off. So Tanner Williams with an RBI double smoked that one in the left field, but not as good as his first one. Now batting number 26, Jerry Alcantara. Jerry Alcantara now up to the plate. Tanner Williams hanging out at second base after his RBI double. Jerry on the day, 1 for 2. With a triple when in his first at bat, he smoked one over into left field that was either hit that fence and then the left fielder's glove, but it was deep and it made the left fielder run into the fence. But he came in with a triple. And here he is ahead in the count, 1-0. Don Murray struggling here as this one misses again, and Jerry is even more in the count, 2-0. And after this at bat, we will go back to the top of the order, or back to the beginning of this inning with Shane Drolet. Scotties have scored 6 runs here in the bottom of the 4th, up 9-0. That one low. So Jerry up 3-0. I give him the green light here after seeing his first at-bat and seeing the kind of power he can put into the ball to jolt into it. I'd give him the green light. Murray checks, and I would have given him the green light, but full take mode there. Lets the one right down Broadway go in for a strike. 3-1 the count. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. 6 runs accounted for the Scotties here. 9-0 is a score. And thought it was ball 4, was going to drop the bat, but umpire says no, calls it on the low outside corner. So full count here. Don Murray able to work it back to a full count. Checks Williams at second. Nobody covering. Comes to the plate. That one inside, and Jerry Alcantara will take first. Now batting number 1, Shane Drolet. And Conference coming in onto the mound. Don Murray shakes his head as coach and doesn't know what to do and just says no words and hands the ball over. Waiting to see who our next pitcher is. Looks to be number 31, Jonathan Rodriguez. Your attention now pitching for is number 31, Jonathan Rodriguez. On for the Swedes now is number 31, Jonathan Rodriguez. Rodriguez, 5'8", 230 junior, throws left from Liberal, Kansas, out of Liberal High School, if we want to get literal. But after facing 9 batters from Don Murray, not a good outing for him, as he only gets 1/3 of an inning completed, allows 3 earned runs on 3 hits and 2 walks. And the only out that was recorded was a sacrifice. Shane Drolet, 1 for 2 on the day, scored a run, also with a strikeout. But 1 for 2 on the day, not bad. 500 batting average for the game. As we wait for Rodriguez to finish up with his warm-ups.
It's bottom 4 right now. We need to score 1 more and then get 3 outs.
And Shane Drolet, who led off this inning, now back up, swinging and missing at the first one. Since Shane started off the inning, there's only been 1 out recorded, 6 runs. Jonathan Rodriguez's next pitch, inside and low. Catcher Rada can't get a hold of it, and Tanner Williams and Jerry Alcantara will move up a bag. 2 runners in scoring position here for Shane Drolet, who is even in the count, 1-1. Strike 2 called on the inside half. Rodriguez ahead, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing by Drolet, called ball, 2-2. Joined in the booth today by Highland Community College's athletic director, Tyler Norman. Tyler wasn't able to catch the second game or the men's game. What was the final score?
They ended up winning by 10, I believe.
The men ended up winning by 10 as Drolet fouls off that pitch. So Highland on today, we had 4 games. So far, 3-0. Look to be 4-0. How do you feel about that with our sports doing really good so far?
It's a good day. It's a good day when you can win, and especially you get 4 in one day, we'll take it.
Exactly, and Drolet lifts this one out to right field. First baseman struggling, gets down. Throw home as Williams comes in to score. Shane Drolet gets an RBI single. Jerry Alcantara moves up to third, and runners at the corners for the Scotties. Now batting the center fielder, number 23, Jordan Henning. Jordan Henning with his second at bat of the game. Yes, second at bat of the inning. Big cut and a miss. Henning today is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout, but has scored a run. One of the 10 runs scored by the Scotties. That is now 7 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch in the dirt gets away. Jerry Alcantara coming home. No throw, and Jerry's in safely. And Shane Drolet moves up to second base. Scotties still have a runner in scoring position as the count now runs even, 1-1. Jordan Henning still going to be up to bat. Josue Ortiz on the on-deck circle saying his prayer, as he always does before every single at-bat. Guys looking on, temperatures dropping, shadows rising. That pitch sinks low and in the dirt. Rodriguez falls behind now, 2-1. Actually, now 8 runs scored here in the bottom of the 4th. It is an 11-0 lead That pitch also low and in the dirt. Rodriguez also struggling with his command, just like Don Murray did and how Gage Harmons did at the end. Bethany looking for a pitcher with some command right now. 3-1 the count. Henning. Rodriguez comes. And a big cut and a miss from Henning. Count now runs full, 3-2. Shane Drelay still at second. Three-two pitch, cut on and rolled to third. Third baseman gets it. A tough play, but able to make the out is the third baseman, Blake Guyanis. Now batting, number 7, Josue Ortiz. Two outs now here in the bottom of the fourth. Shane Drelay moved up to third. And that one comes in and hits Josue in the back. His teammates saying to wear it, and he did. You get more respect if you get hit in the back and take it like a real ball player. Now batting the shortstop, number 6, Keyshawn Ballard. Keyshawn Ballard now steps up to the plate. After runners on the corners now, 2 out here for the Scotties. That pitch low and in the dirt. Been saying that quite a bit here, as we have seen the third pitcher of this inning for Bethany take the mound. And I feel like I've said it more than probably 20 times, low and in the dirt. A breaking ball, no break to it, stays up. Shane Drelay, who led off this inning and came around to back to him at third. Josue was hit by a pitch recently at first. That pitch, big hack, and Keyshawn gets way on top of it, nicks it down to the dirt, foul. Keyshawn still ahead, 2-1 the count. Keyshawn, 2 home runs on the day, 1 in game 1 and 1 in game 2 here. Watches that ball go inside. 3-1 the count. Waiting on deck is Mason Nagel. And that one hits Josue, and a little bat flip and disgusted look there from Keyshawn. Now batting, the first baseman, number 12, Mason Nagel. So Josue Ortiz and Keyshawn Ballard both hit by a pitch back to back. So the command right now is struggling for the Bethany Swedes. Jonathan Rodriguez still at the mound. Hit 2 guys in a row so far and still struggling here as he pitches to Mason Nagel, who lifts one high and deep into center field. Left fielder and them coming on and struggle to communicate, and that ball lands out there. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, and 3 run score, and Mason Nagel with the bases clearing 3 RBI double. Now batting, number 25, David Robbins. So the runs keep coming here in the bottom of the fourth. 14-0, 11 runs scored. And I think if Mason Nagel scores from second, the game is over due to a run rule. My bad, wasn't able to stop. Music kept playing there. That was my bad. Ball 1 there to David Robbins. Robbins rolls 1 to third, in the glove, out, the throw, not in time, and Robbins will reach base on an error. Nagel moves up to third, Robbins goes to second, and there's runners at second and third, no outs. Now batting, the third baseman, number 4, Dalton Burt. So Burt can come here with a single and score Mason Nagel. That'll be the end of it. Here of an onslaught of game 2. That pitch stays up and away. And that one is ripped into the gap and out there and left fielder comes on and makes the catch. But that was a nice swing by Dalton Burt. The Scotties' bottom of the 4th is over as they score 11 runs there and lead now 14-0. We will be right back here coming into the top of the 5th with Justin Rishik still taking the mound. Leading off the inning here in the top of the 5th is Brooks Garrettson after the Scotties score 11 runs to push their lead to 14-0. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Been a while since we've seen Justin Rishik take the mound. He's had one heck of a game at the mound. He's gone 4 scoreless innings with 7 strikeouts. Could be 8 now as he is ahead in the count 0-2. If the Swedes do not score more 5 runs here, then that will be the conclusion of game 2. And the Skies will take a 4-0 lead. A swing and a miss. And Tanner Williams not able to get the ball in his glove, so it's a strikeout, but advancing to third. Now batting, Brooks Dubois. I guess not advancing to third. He advanced to first, so he makes it to first on a past third strike. And now up is the other Brooks Dubois. Dubois. As he swings and misses. Sorry about that. We were experiencing tough technical difficulties as number 15, Brooks Dubois, is set down on strikes. Now batting number 22, Connor Dunaway. What?
KWP, that's not it.
Look, it just said that. My bad, still experiencing the technical difficulties, but we are still back here. Justin Reshik, still on the mound, still looking good. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, no hits, so he has a no-hitter working for him. He's only allowed 2 base runners, or 3 actually. 1 reached on the air, and then 1 reached on a drop third strike, and then a walk. Runner at second is Brooks Garrettson, who is the one that reached on a drop third strike. Now batting is Connor Dunaway. 1 down here in the inning. And Dunaway fouls that one straight back. 0-1 the count. That one ripped down the left field line, and that will be going into the corner. So the Swedes get their first hit. It's an RBI double from Connor Dunaway. Now batting number 21, Granger Rada. So Justin Reshik, as I was talking about it, gives up his first hit of the game, an RBI double. And now the pitch misses low and away, gets away from Tanner Williams a bit, but no advancement from Connor Dunaway. Still 1 down here. The Swedes scored their first run there on a very nice hit ball. It was just pulled right down the left field line, rolled into the corner. RBI double for them. Scotties still hold a big advantage here, 14-1. That pitch called strike. So it's a funny thing here. The Scotties have scored 1 run in the first, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the third, and then 11. So they took the 1 and then added 10 to it, and still 1s in the scoreboard. That pitch lifted high into center field. On it is Jordan Henning, and the second out of the game is inning is recorded. Now batting number 8, Alec Lorera. Alec Lorera back into the game, or not back in the game, or still leading off here in the second game. Haven't seen him in quite a while. Haven't seen any of these batters in a while because of that long bottom of the 4th inning from the Scotties. 2 outs here. Runner at second. Leads off. Rishik, the pitch, and now a line drive single to right field. The throw home from Josue is cut off from Nagel and called safe. It was Connor Dunaway who came running around. So Alec Lorera with an RBI single into right field. Now batting number 6, Avery Elkins. So here's some 2-out magic happening from the Swedes. Avery Elkins back up to the plate. Alec Lorera at first. Rishig had 4 perfect or flawless innings going until this inning, giving up 2 base hits. After that drop third strike, man who got on base, I think it was Brooks Garrettson who reached on base from a drop third strike, and then a RBI double from Connor Dunaway, and now an RBI single from Alec Lorera, and that is called strike on the outer half. Rishik up 0-2. 1 more strike, and he can get out of this inning and out of the game, because after 5 innings. The run rule sits at 10. So one more strike, and that will be the game 2. Ball just outside. That looked like it was over the corner and above the knees and below the waist. Not the umpire, so not my call. One, 2 the count. 2 down here. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that'll be the game. Scotties take the second game, 14-2. And that'll be it. A great game from Justin Rishik, who goes 5. Who goes 5 innings, allowing 2 hits, 2 earned runs, and 9 strikeouts. 5 RBIs from Mason Nagel today, who goes 3 for 4 in game 2, who goes 3 for 4, 5 RBIs. David Robbins goes 0 for 1 with 1 run and 3 walks. Josue Ortiz goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Keyshawn Ballard 2 for 3, who scored 4 times and it had 1 RBI. Tanner Williams 2 for 2 on the day, scored twice, 2 RBIs and had a walk. Jerry Alcantara goes 1 for 2 with a triple and scored a run and a walk. Shane Jolet goes 2 for 3, scored twice with 1 RBI and also 1 strikeout. That will conclude it here. That will conclude the Scotty baseball here today. Scotties go 2 wins, no losses in the 2 games. All around good day for the Scotty Athletics as the women continue their perfect season. The men get a win and baseball sweeps the Bethany Swedes. For myself, Jarrett Gilliland, Coy Orasco, and Dylan Arnett, we thank you for joining in on Sky Sports Network. Have a good one.